Good morning, dear students. In our previous lesson, we have completed glimpses of the past. I hope you have understood that lesson. Now we are continuing to the fourth lesson, that is Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. It is taken from your Honeydew book, and this lesson is written by Satyajit Ray. If I tell you about Satyajit Ray, he was from Kolkata, West Bengal, and he was famous for directing the film, making the film, and he was also a writer. Okay, now there are some clues about the story. Before reading these clues, you will try to understand what is the meaning of the title. The title is Bipin Chaudhary. Bipin Chaudhary is name of a person. Lapse of memory. Lapse means to miss out. Means this uh, title suggests us that there is a lapse of memory in Bipin Chaudhary's mind. Okay, means Bipin Chaudhary is missing the part of his memory, or we can say a situation or a incident of his life. He was not able to recall that incident, what was happened to him in 1958. Okay, before reading the first part, there are some clues about the lesson. The first clue is, do you have a good memory? Has your memory ever played any tricks on you? Second question is, forgetfulness often puts you in a tight spot, but forgetting a part of your life completely may drive you crazy. In this story, Bipin Babu goes nearly crazy because he cannot recollect his stay at Ranchi. He has never been to Ranchi, he insists, though there are many witnesses to the contrary. What is the suspense all about? I think you have already known about the background of the story, that there is an important character. His name is Vipin Chaudhary, and he is not able to recall the incident when he went to Ranchi. But there are other witnesses in the story like Parimal Ghosh, Chunni Lal, Dinesh Mukherjee. There are too many characters who are witness of it, and they told Vipin Bapu that Vipin Bapu was gone to Ranchi in 1958. But Vipin Bapu is not able to recall anything. Now, what is the mystery? We will try to find out in the story. Now, I am going to read the first one in the first paragraph. Every Monday on his back on his way back from work, Bipin Chaudhary would drop in a Kali Charan's in New Market to buy books, crime stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week. He lived alone, was not a good mixer, had few friends, and did not like spending time in idle chat. Today at Kali Charan's, Bipin Babu had the feeling that someone was observing him close quarters. He turned around and found himself looking at a round faced, meek looking man who now broke into a smile. In this very first paragraph, we came to know that Vipin Babu is a very decent person, and it was his routine to stop at Kali Charan's in New Market. Means Kali Charan's means there is a shop where he buy some new books. Okay, and that shop was in New Market, and every Monday he used to stop in Kali Charan's market, and from this shop, he used to buy some novels which are based on ghost stories, thrillers, and crime. Okay, he used to brought at least 5 books to keep him occupied for whole week. Means he used to read 5 books in a week. And he lived alone and did not have many friends. And he was also not sociable, and he doesn't waste his time in idle chats. Idle chats means unnecessary conversation. Okay. Now what happens after that? On that particular day, Vipin Babu Vipin Babu felt that someone is continuously looking him from a distance. When he turned towards him, he found that there was a person who has a round face, and he was humble looking person, and he was staring to Bipin Babu. What happens after that? On seeing him, Vipin Babu made eye contact with that person. Okay, but that person who was staring at Vipin Babu was smiling and exclaimed, and he was very much exclaimed that why Vipin Babu is not able to understand me. As you can see here in this picture, Vipin Babu is at Kali Charan's shop. He is buying some books which are based on thrillers, crime. Okay, and there is another person who was staring at Bipin Babu. Okay, now what happens next? We will try to find out. I don't suppose you recognize me. That person who was standing there, who was saying to Bipin Babu that you have not recognized me. Okay, and Bipin Babu was saying that, have we met before? Asked Bipin Babu. The man looked greatly surprised. We met every day for whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudro Falls. Now there is an interesting thing, that when Bipin Babu asked to him that whether we have met before, that person was showing surprised. He was greatly surprised and saying to Bipin Babu that we met every day for a whole week when I arranged a car to take you to the Hudro Falls. Hudro Falls is in Ranchi. Okay, and Ranchi is a part of Jharkhand. Now next one. In 1958 in Ranchi, my name is Parimal Ghosh. Now this person is saying that I was with you. This is the person. Just a minute. This is the person who is saying to Bipin Babu that it was the year 1958 when we were all together for a whole day, and I used to arrange car for you to go in the Hudro Falls. As I have already told you that Hudro Falls is located in Ranchi. Okay, and this person told Parimal Ghosh that his name is this person told Bipin Babu that his name is Parimal Ghosh. Then what happens when Bipin Babu heard about the Hudro Falls, about Ranchi? He was surprised. He is asking, Ranchi? Then what happens next? We will find out. Now Bipin Babu realized that it was not he but this man who was making a mistake. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times but never made it. He smiled and said, do you know who I am? Now what happens when that man told Bipin Babu that in 1958 we were there in Ranchi for a whole week. Okay, this time Bipin Babu realized that the person whose name was Parimal Ghosh is making a mistake, because Bipin Babu is thinking that he has never gone to Ranchi. In the past he also decided to go to Ranchi but was not able to go there. Okay, are you understanding what is the matter there? This person, the Parimal Ghosh, is saying that we were there in Ranchi in 1958. Okay, and this one, Bipin Babu, was also there with this person. But Vipin Babu is saying that he has never gone to Ranchi. Now, what is the story all about? We will find out. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, so Vipin Babu asked that person that, do you know who I am? I think you are doing a mistake. Okay, now we will move to the next. The man raised his eyebrows, bit his tongue, and said, do I know you? Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary? So this person raised his eyebrows. Raised his eyebrows means surprise. When any person gets surprised, his eyebrows gets raised. Okay. So this person was very much surprised. Okay, and his tongue also. And basically, what happened? When we get surprised, sometimes we get out our tongue and we raise our eyebrows. That was the same thing which happened with that person, that Parimal Ghosh. That Parimal Ghosh was saying that, do I know you? Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary? Means that person, that Parimal Ghosh, knows about Bipin Chaudhary. The next paragraph. Bipin Babu now turned towards the bookshelves and said, still you are making a mistake. One often does. I have never been to Ranchi. Now Bipin Babu has turned towards the bookshelves and saying to Parimal Ghosh that you are still making a mistake. Okay, and often people do that kind of mistake. I have never been to Ranchi means I have never gone to Ranchi, but that person was insisting. Okay, that person was insisting that both of them were in Ranchi. The man now laughed aloud. What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Hodru and cut your right knee. I brought you iodine. I had fixed up a car for you to go to Netarhad the next day, but you could not because of the pain in the knee. Can't you recall anything? Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at that time, Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you don't like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by Bawarchi. Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister. You had a big argument about the moon landing, remember? I will tell you more. You always carried a bag with your books in it on your side, saying trips. Am I right or not? Okay, now we will try to understand this paragraph. Just a minute. When Parimal Ghosh heard from Bipin Babu that he was making a mistake and he had never gone to Ranchi, when Parimal Ghosh heard that, he laughed at Bipin Babu's response. Okay, and he did not believe a word which was said by Bipin Babu. And after that, he also elaborated that what was happened there. He also told Bipin Babu that Bipin Babu fall down in Hudro and he had a cut in his right knee. Okay, and the man helped him iodine. Okay, now what happens next? He even mentioned that Parimal Ghosh mentioned that he arranged a car for Bipin Babu to go to Netarhat. It is the name of a place next day, but unfortunately Bipin Babu was unable to go because of his pain in the knee. Okay, the Parimal Ghosh also asked if he still does not recall anything from that trip. he goes on after that and gives more detail about their trip. He tells Bipin Babu that he had come with one of his acquaintances. Acquaintance means साथी जिसको हम बोलते हैं. Okay, and there was another person. His name was Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, who was also staying there with his sister. Okay, on the other hand, Bipin Babu stayed in a bungalow because he preferred having his meals prepared by cook instead of having hotel food. Okay, he further mentions the argument between Bipin Chaudhary had about the moon landing. Okay, means he had every detail about Bipin Chaudhary and his tour. He also asked if Bipin Babu recall anything and goes on to elaborate about how Bipin Babu always carried a bag of books wherever he gone and wherever he used to go in different places. He again asked Bipin Babu that if the details he gave are apt or not, means all the details I have given you, and now do you believe me or not? Now this story is taking a new turn there. Okay, at first Bipin Babu was thinking that Parimal Ghosh was making a mistake to identify the person. Okay, but this time he had given Bipin Babu too many details, like Bipin Babu fell down there in Hodro. Okay, and he has a cut in right knee. And after that, he also gave a detail that Bipin Babu used to carry a bag with him with books. Okay, now what happens after that? Bipin Babu spoke quietly, his eyes still on the books. Which month in 1958 are you talking about? Now Bipin Babu was surprised, but he said very softly that which month are you talking about in 1958? The man said that was the month of October. Okay, then Bipin Babu said to him that no sir, said Bipin Babu, I spent puja in 1958 with a friend in Kanpur. You are making a mistake. Good day. And after that, when the Parimal Ghosh said that it was the month of October, then Bipin Babu was sure that no, in October 1958, I was in a puja in 1958 in Kanpur. Okay, and he said to Parimal Ghosh that you are making a mistake, and he wished him goodbye. But the man did not go, nor did he stop talking. Okay, very strange. One evening I had a tea with you in a veranda of your bungalow. You spoke about your family. You said you had no children and that you had lost your wife 10 years ago. Your only brother had died insane, which is why you didn't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. Now, this time, that person, that Parimal Ghosh, has some other details about Vipin Babu. Now, he is saying that one evening, both of them were sitting in the veranda of a bungalow. Okay, and Vipin Babu spoke about his family to Parimal Ghosh that Vipin Babu has no children and he has lost his wife 10 years ago, and Vipin Babu's brother was also died insane. Okay, insane means in Hindi we can say पागलपन जिसको हम बोलते हैं. Okay, which is why Vipin Babu don't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. Now these were the very personal details. Okay, these were the very personal details by which Bipin Babu has got a doubt in his mind that whether he has gone to Ranchi in 1958 or not. When Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop, the man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. Okay, when Bipin Babu was in Kali Charan's shop, that man came there, told all the stories about the trip of 1958. But after listening all these things, Vipin Babu paid the money of these books to the Kali Charan shop, and That time, that person, that Parimal Ghosh was still looking in a disbelief, in a complete disbelief towards the Bipin Babu. This was the first segment. We will discuss the question answers later. Now we will move to the second part. Vipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bartram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, "Just drive by the Ganga, will you, Sitaram?" Driving up the Strand Road, Vipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. He had never been to Ranchi, no question about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory. Useless Bipin Babu's had reeled. Okay, now we will try to understand this paragraph. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked there, and he went towards his car that was parked there in Bertrand Street, that was nearby to the Lighthouse Cinema. As he sat in the car, he told his driver Sitaram was the name of the driver, to drive by the Ganga river. While the driver drove up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu felt immense regret, means he was feeling bad that why he has given so much importance to a person, to a intruder. Okay, why he heard the nonsense voice, the nonsense talkings of that person. He was feeling bad because he was thinking that he should not heard all these stories, all these nonsense things from that intruder. Okay, he knew he had never gone to Ranchi, and he was sure about it. He knew it was impossible for him to forget about such important time, because he thinks that his memory is very good. Okay, and it was only a period of 6 to 7 years, means it was the time of only 6 or 7 years before, and regardless he had no doubts related to his flawless memory, unless his head was shocked or confused. Are you getting it? Means he has no doubt about his memory. Okay, means this time there is no change in his mind. Whatever the intruder said to him, he has a firm belief in his mind that he had never gone to Ranchi. Okay, now we will move to the next one. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm, and he was doing a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for a half an hour at an important meeting, and yet. Okay, this time Vipin Babu is thinking that was he losing his mind? Means was he losing his memory? Okay, and he is also thinking that but how can it be possible? He is working in office very properly. He was working in a big firm, and he was doing a responsible job there. Okay, so it was not possible for him to forget a moment, forget an incident which was happened 6 or 7 years ago. It was not possible for him, and he has also done an important meeting there, and he was doing his official work very perfectly. So there was no doubt about that he can't miss a moment, he can't forget an incident which was happened 6 or 7 years ago. And yet the man knew a great deal about him. Just a minute, huh? Okay. And yet the man knew a great deal about him, how he even seemed to know some intimate details. The bag of books, wife's death, brother's insanity. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake, a deliberate lie. In 1958, during the puja, he was in Kanpur at his friend's Haridas Bagchi's place. All Bipin Babu had to do was to write to. No, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left with his wife to Japan some weeks ago and he did not have his address. While he was in his car, he was thinking that he should not hear the nonsense stories from the intruder. But there was a little bit doubt in his mind that all the things that Parimal Ghosh told about his life, all the things, all the personal details like his wife's death, the bag of books, brother's insanity, all these things was told by the intruder or told by Parimal Ghosh. All the things were correct. All the information was correct. But the only one thing which was not correct, that was about the trip to Ranchi. Okay. The man was not making a mistake, but he spoke a deliberate lie. Means that time Bipin Babu was thinking that the man, the Parimal Ghosh, knows everything and he has told every information correctly. But he was lying. He was not making any mistake. He was lying that Bipin Babu went to Ranchi in 1958. Bipin Babu was sure that he was in Kanpur at the puja in 1958 and he stayed with his friend. His name was Haridas Bagchi. Okay, and this time Bipin Babu thought that I should write to Haridas Bagchi about that incident, that whether I was there with you in 1958 in the month of October or not. But suddenly he remembered that Haridas and his family has moved to Japan few weeks ago with his family. Okay, and he has not any address of him. So that is why he had not any chance to talk with Haridas, who was his friend. Now we will move to the next. But where was the need for proof? He himself was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi, and that was that. Bipin Babu is thinking that why do I need of a proof? Because I am the proof. I know that I have never gone to Ranchi. Okay, and he was thinking that I don't need to talk to anyone about the October 1958 because I was there in Kanpur with his friends in a puja. Okay, now we will move to the next one. The river breeze was bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin Babu's mind. Around Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trouser and take a look at his right knee. There was a mark of an old inch long cut. It was impossible to tell when the injury has occurred. Okay, just look at the picture first. What the Bipin Babu is doing here, he is looking towards the right knee cut. About that, the Parimal Ghosh have already told to him. Okay, what happens next? The breeze was also stimulating, means following his car. And what happens after that? Bipin Babu's mind was still not at peace. At that moment, once he was very much confirmed that he has never gone to Ranchi, but in another moment, one moment he was thinking that he has never gone to Ranchi, but in another moment his mind was not in peace and he decided to roll up his trouser to see if his right knee has a cut mark or not. Okay, he did find an inch long cut, but it was nearly impossible to infer the date of the injury. When he rolled up his trouser, he saw a cut in his right knee. About that cut, the Parimal Ghosh has already told him. Okay, this time Bipin Babu was also not able to remind that at what time he has got that injury. Okay, this was the incident. After that, Parimal Ghosh has got doubt in his mind that whether he has gone to Ranchi or not. This incident, the cut incident in the right knee, was an important proof about the trip. Now we will move to the next. Had he never had a fall as a boy and cut his knee, he tried to recall such an incident but could not. After seeing the cut in his right knee, he was trying to recall the moment, to recall about the injury, at which time he has got that injury. But he was not able to see or to remember that incident when he got that injury in his right knee. Now what happens next? The Bipin Babu, just a minute. The Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The best thing surely would be to ask him. He lived quite near in Baninandan Street. What about going right now? But then, if he had already never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh Mukherjee think? If Bipin Babu asked for a confirmation, he would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts. No, it would be ridiculous to ask him. Now, when he saw a cut in his right knee, this time he got a doubt in his mind. And that person, that Parimal Ghosh, have already told him about a person, Dinesh Mukherjee, who was also there in Ranchi. So he decided to meet Dinesh Mukherjee, okay, about the confirmation of 1958 tour to Ranchi. But this time he thought that if he will go to his street, if he will go to his house, that was in Baninandan Street, and it was nearby to the house of Bipin Babu. But that time he thought that if he will go to that person, that Dinesh Mukherjee, and suppose that Dinesh Mukherjee told him that they have never been to Ranchi, okay, then this time Dinesh would think that Vipin Babu is having some nuts in his mind, means he want to making fun of Dinesh Mukherjee after asking these kind of silly questions. So he thought that he will not go to Dinesh Mukherjee. Okay, that will be a ridiculous idea to ask him about the tour, because he was also sure in his mind that he had never gone to Ranchi, and he was also expecting with Dinesh Mukherjee that Dinesh Mukherjee would also tell him that they have never gone to Ranchi. Okay, now what happens next? We will try to find out. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh's sarcasm could be. And after that, he is saying that the ruthless means Dinesh Mukherjee will make fun of him. Okay, he was thinking that Dinesh Mukherjee would make fun of him. That is why he decided not to go in his home. Sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Such nuisance, just because they have nothing else to do, they go about getting into other people's hair. As he sipped his cold drink, okay, as he drank his cold drink in the air-conditioned living room, he finally got relaxed for some time. Okay, he thought how annoying it was that just because people do not have to do anything and they start bothering the other people. There is a phrase used there, getting into the other people's hair, means to bother the other people. Okay, after dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thriller, Bipin Babu forget all about the man in New Market. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that With every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the trip to Ranchi? Okay, what happens next? In the night, sorry, in the night he watched again, reading a book as he always used to do, and he forget all the events, all the issue which was happened in the day. He forgot all the things, and after that he went to the bed and slept there. But next morning in the office he noticed that what was happened in previous day, that incident was occupying his mind more and more. Okay, and he was saying, he was also thinking, Bipin Babu was thinking, if that person knows everything about him, that then how can he do a mistake like this about the trip of Ranchi? Means that time there was a doubt was created in the mind of Bipin Babu that the person cannot do a mistake like this, because he knows everything about Bipin Babu. Even he knows about his wife's death, even he knows about his bag which was full of books. He also knows about the cut in his right knee. Okay, now next one. Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone, at least the embarrassment on his face would not show. So Bipin Babu decided after lunch that he will call Dinesh Mukherjee, and it will be better to settle the question over the phone in place of going in front of him. And at least suppose that Dinesh Mukherjee would make fun of him and they will be on phone. Is that clear? And that will not embarrass him too much. Okay. 235616. Bipin Babu dialed the number. Means that was the number of Dinesh Mukherjee. 235616. Then hello. Is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Now when there was a sound he heard from the telephone, and hello, and after that, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin Babu. This is Bipin here. Well, what is the news? And after that, Dinesh Mukherjee asked Bipin Babu that what is the news? I just wanted to find out if you recall an incident which took place in 1958. Bipin Babu asked to Dinesh Mukherjee that can you recall the incident of 1958? Okay, then what happens next? 58, what incident? Dinesh Mukherjee said, 58, what incident in 58? Were you in Calcutta right through the year? That is the first thing I have got to know. Bipin Babu asked to him that were you in Calcutta in 1958 whole of the year? Then Dinesh Mukherjee said to him, wait just a minute, in 1958, just let me check in my diary. For a moment there was a silence. Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. And after that, Dinesh Mukherjee said, hello. And that person, Bipin Babu, said yes. Then Dinesh Mukherjee said, I have got it. I had been out twice. So he said that in 1958, Dinesh Mukherjee said that in 1958, I was out of the town 2 times. Okay. Then Bipin Babu said, where you have gone in 1958? Okay. Then Dinesh Mukherjee said, once in February nearby to Krishnanagar to a nephew's wedding, and then, but you don't know about this one, the trip to Ranchi. You are there too. That is all. But what is all this sleuthing about? Okay, this time the Dinesh Mukherjee said, in February 1958, I went to Krishnanagar in a nephew's wedding, and after that he said that you don't know about that. You don't know about the second trip. You were also there in Ranchi with me. Okay, he was saying, Dinesh Mukherjee also confirmed that Vipin Babu was there in Ranchi in 1958 in the month of October. Okay, and again Dinesh Mukherjee is asking to him that why are you asking about this trip? Okay, then Vipin Babu is saying, no, I just wanted to, anyway, thanks. Then he put down the telephone. Vipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. He felt his head swimming. A chill seemed to spread over his body. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he did not eat them. He had lost his appetite. When he heard from Dinesh Mukherjee that both of them were there in Ranchi in 1958, then this time Vipin Babu hung up this phone, means he slammed that phone. Okay, he slammed that telephone. He held his head with his hands and felt as if his head was swimming. Swimming means getting confused. Okay, he even experienced chill over his body. He had brought sandwiches in his tiffin box for lunch, which he did not eat because he had lost his appetite. Okay, this was the second part of the lesson we have completed, and in the next video, in the next class,